The river took the bridge at 4 in the morning. Nobody saw it happen. By dawn, all that remains are two broken concrete stumps on opposite banks and a churning brown torrent between them. The water is rising 15 centimeters every hour. On the far side, a village of 800 people is cut off. No road, no power, no supply route. The last phone call from the village doctor came at 6. They have medications for 2 days. After that, nothing. On this side of the river, a military convoy sits on the muddy road. 3 dark green pontoon trucks, a yellow bulldozer, a green mobile crane, and 4 white humanitarian aid trucks loaded with water, food, and medical supplies. The military engineer's commander steps out of his vehicle and studies the river through binoculars. 60 meters wide. Current speed, about 8 kilometers per hour. Mud and debris in the water. He has 24 hours, 12 pontoon sections, and a river that wants to keep rising. 7:30 in the morning. Rain falls steadily. The sky is flat gray from horizon to horizon. The riverbank is soft brown mud churned by tire tracks. The broken bridge stumps stand in the rushing water like rotten teeth, rebar sticking out at angles. The 3 dark green pontoon trucks are parked in a row on the bank. Each truck carries 4 folded aluminum pontoon sections on its flatbed, rectangular boat-shaped modules that unfold into floating platforms. A total of 12 sections. Linked together, they will form a 60-meter floating bridge, strong enough for 30-ton vehicles. The commander gathers his team on the bank. 22 soldiers in green camouflage ponchos and hard hats. He traces the crossing point on a laminated map spread on his vehicle's hood. The bridge will anchor to the old bridge stumps on both banks. 2 cable winches hold it against the current. The bulldozer grades the approach ramps. The yellow bulldozer starts first. Its driver pushes the blade into the muddy bank, carving a ramp down to the water's edge. Mud rolls off the blade in thick brown waves. On the opposite bank, 6 soldiers with shovels dig the far ramp by hand. A green inflatable boat ferries them across, its outboard motor straining against the current. The green mobile crane rolls into position beside the first pontoon truck. Its operator extends the boom over the truck bed and connects lifting cables to the first folded pontoon section. The foreman on the ground signals. The crane lifts the aluminum section off the truck, swings it over the water's edge, and lowers it into the brown river. The pontoon splashes down, rocks in the current, then stabilizes. 2 soldiers in life vests jump onto it from the bank and begin unfolding the deck panels with heavy steel pins. By 9 o'clock, the rain is heavier. The water has risen another 30 centimeters since dawn. The crane lifts pontoon sections, one by one, off the trucks and sets them into the water. Each section is 8 meters long and 4 meters wide. When unfolded and pinned, 2 sections link together into a 16-meter floating platform. The soldiers work knee-deep in the river, connecting the sections with steel coupling bolts. Their gloves are soaked. The current pushes against their legs. By noon, 6 sections are in the water and linked. 48 meters of floating bridge stretching from the near bank toward the middle of the river. The bridge rides the current, pulling against the steel cables anchored to the old bridge stumps. A soldier on the bank operates the cable winch, keeping tension on the upstream line to prevent the pontoons from swinging downstream. The humanitarian aid trucks wait on the road above the bank. Their drivers stand in the rain, watching the construction. One driver leans against his white truck, drinking coffee from a thermos. Behind him, pallets of bottled water, a truck with a red cross for medical supplies, and a 4th loaded with rice bags stacked to the roof. At 1 in the afternoon, the 7th section goes in. A gust catches the flat aluminum section mid-air. It spins, bumps against the last installed pontoon. A coupling bolt shears off. 2 soldiers scramble along the wet deck carrying a replacement bolt and wrench. They kneel on the aluminum, water splashing over their boots, and hammer the new bolt into place. By 3:30, 9 sections span 54 meters. 6 meters remain to the far bank, where the soldiers with shovels have finished the ramp. The river has risen another 40 centimeters. The pontoon deck now sits only 20 centimeters above the waterline. Brown water laps at the bridge edges. Every few minutes, a branch or piece of debris hits the upstream side and slides along the pontoons before washing past. 4 o'clock. The river surges. A pulse of floodwater from upstream raises the level another 20 centimeters in 30 minutes. The pontoon bridge dips. Water washes over the deck surface in shallow sheets. The soldiers on the bridge stop working and grab the safety ropes strung along the edges. The cable winch on the bank groans under the increased current load. The upstream anchor cable vibrates visibly, spraying water droplets. The commander radios for a status check. The winch operator reports the cable tension is at 80% of rated capacity. If the river rises another half meter, the cable could snap. And without the cable, the current will rip the entire bridge downstream. The last 3 pontoon sections must go in now. The crane operator works fast. Section 10 drops into the water. Soldiers bolt it to Section 9 while standing in ankle-deep current flowing over the deck. Section 11 follows. The bridge now reaches 58 meters, almost to the far bank. But the last section needs to be positioned precisely to meet the ramp on the opposite side. The current keeps pushing the bridge end 2 meters downstream of the target. The commander orders the inflatable boat across with a steel cable. 2 soldiers motor through the current and secure the cable to a tree on the far bank. On the near side, soldiers feed the cable through a pulley on the bridge end and winch it sideways, pulling the last pontoon into alignment. The final coupling bolts go in at 5:15. Soldiers working by feel in the rushing water. Night falls. Portable floodlights go up on both banks. White beams cut through rain, illuminating the brown water and silver bridge. The last task, steel tread plates for tire grip. Soldiers carry the heavy ribbed sheets 2 at a time, laying them end to end across the 60-meter span. Their boots ring on the metal in the darkness. 8 o'clock in the evening, the commander walks the full length of the bridge on foot. He checks every coupling bolt, every cable anchor, every tread plate. The river roars beneath his boots. The floodlights make the water look like flowing chocolate. He reaches the far bank, turns around, and walks back. He radios the aid convoy. The bridge is open. The first white humanitarian truck edges down the muddy ramp. Its driver grips the steering wheel and rolls onto the steel tread plates. The pontoons sink 5 centimeters under the weight. Water laps at the deck edges. The truck crawls across at walking speed, the steel plates clanging under its tires. Soldiers line both sides of the bridge, holding safety ropes. The truck reaches the far ramp, climbs the muddy slope, and drives toward the village. Its headlights disappear into the rain and darkness. The second truck follows, then the Red Cross truck, then the rice truck. Each crossing takes 4 minutes. The bridge flexes and sways, but holds. By 10 that night, all 4 trucks have crossed. On the village side, headlights illuminate a school gymnasium where residents gather. A doctor opens the medical container. Workers carry rice bags inside on their shoulders. Back at the river, the military engineers sit on the bank under a tarp shelter. Rain drums on the canvas above them. The green mobile crane stands dark, boom lowered. The empty pontoon trucks idle nearby. The commander pours coffee into tin cups. 12 pontoon sections, 22 soldiers, 14 hours in the rain. And across that brown, churning river, 800 people will eat tonight.